Dr. Inglesby, is there any way to predict when the peak is going to hit? We heard Governor Cuomo said he thought they were 45 days away from their peak. Obviously, that's based on a certain set of models they're looking at. Where are we looking at this? It's just when we're preparing for a hurricane, we know within an hour or so when it's going to hit a shore. Do we know within a couple of weeks of when the first surge at hospitals is going to hit?
No, I don't think we can. At this point, we can't judge when the peak will come. I think it depends on collectively what we all do in the country. I think one example that we have is what happened in Wuhan, in the city that was hardest hit in China. Things were getting worse and worse over the first weeks in January. And towards late January, they implemented very, very dramatic social distancing measures, some of which we would not be able to take here, but many of which we can and are going to. And their peak was a few weeks later. That is optimistic. But I think it's something, it's basically not the end of the year. Yeah. On the other hand, China has not let up on many of its measures. So it's not to say that if they let up on all their measures, things won't come back with a fury. So it's one thing to say we can change the peak, but it's another thing to say when we could safely end these measures. And that's harder to see right now. I don't think people can predict that.
Hello, YouTubers. If you're watching this, it means you've checked out our channel, so thank you. Now do me a favor, subscribe by clicking on that button down there. Click on any of the videos to watch the latest interviews and highlights from MTP Daily and MSNBC. You can get more Beat the Press content every morning in the First Read newsletter. If you're tired of content that you don't know anything about where it came from, you don't have to have that problem with us. NBC News, MSNBC, MTP, and the Meet the Press mindset right here for you on YouTube. Subscribe now.